If you're watching this, I'm guessing you want to see this reviewed. But before I get to this, I want to talk about this. This is a giveaway. This is an old school Mezco. This is Mezco before they started doing the soft goods, and you could hardly tell them apart from NECA. But it's Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, Freddy. It's a really good piece. It's got different head sculpt. It's got that, where is it? That thing there, the headless woman. It's got the skeleton. Really good piece. Right now it's selling on eBay for like $80, $90. So what I want to do is, if you guys could help me get to 1,000 subscribers, when I hit 1,000 subs, I'm going to be giving this away. I'm going to make a video with a trivia question. First person to answer in the comments wins the prize. And it gets even better. Originally I was going to make you guys pay for the shipping, but that's kind of a shitty thing. To win a prize and then have to pay, if you're in the United States, you can end up paying like $120 or something. So I'm in Canada and I will be paying for the shipping anywhere in Canada, anywhere in the United States. Sorry rest of the world, but shipping could get expensive. So if you live in El Paso, Texas, this shit could cost me like $120 to ship, but you get me 1,000 subs, I will be more than happy to do it. And I've done the math. The odds are like 1 in 70. You got to figure not all 1,000 people want to win this, not all 1,000 people are going to stay tuned to see how many subscribers I have, and then not all 1,000 are going to know the answer. So the odds of winning this are really good. So if you could help me get to 1,000 subscribers, this is yours. And not only that, I have lots of giveaways, lots of shit. 5,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers. There's going to be lots of giveaways. But you're not here for this. So when they announced this in January, I was super excited. I don't have a Magneto like that. Didn't really want one. All of the other ones sucked. I do have the black one that came with the Apocalypse Wave, but that's not the one I want. Most of my X-Men knowledge comes from the 90s cartoons, and that, to me, that's my Magneto. Now, when I saw the pictures of this looked amazing. I have seen some early reviews on this, and some are positive, some not so much, so I haven't opened it. I don't know what to expect, so I'm really excited to get into this. Let's do it. Here's the packaging. Pretty nice. Originally I did order 2 of these because I wanted one mint in box, but I canceled that order because everyone is putting out so much shit that to have 2 of everything is insane. I can't even get 1 of everything. And then the back's really cool. I like what they're doing with this 80th anniversary stuff. It's almost a shame to have to throw this out, but that's the name of the game. Here they are in all their glory. So accessories, Quicksilver comes with a set of racing hands. Scarlet Witch, she has these magic effects, which aren't too bad. It's better than nothing. Magneto, he comes with a set of fisted hands. And he comes with the good head sculpt. This is why I bought this thing, for this head sculpt. It's pretty good. So this guy here, I've seen a couple reviews on these guys already, and one reviewer was complaining about the color of his clothes. It's not like the classic one, and then the head sculpt, and I agree, but the thing is, I don't really care for this character, and I kind of like this interpretation of him. I like that blue, and I got lucky with the paint apps. Every single review I've seen, the paint apps here and in the back are really screwed up, but mine's not bad except for that little speck, but I can live with that. Height-wise, he is about 6.5 inches tall, which I think is a little tall for this character. That's like almost the size of Captain America. I don't know. I'm really high. No, it's about 6 inches tall. For articulation, head doesn't go up all that much, doesn't go down all that much. It almost feels like it's on the wrong ball peg or whatever, but head'll do a 360. Shoulders, butterfly shoulders. I love this buck. I love these shoulders. Shoulders will go up about that high. You got double jointed elbows that don't really go in as much as most double jointed elbows, but on the hands, it's got the wrist movement here. Ab crunch goes back that far, forward that far, not too bad. His legs aren't the greatest. Legs go up that much. They go out like that. It's got a thigh swivel, calf swivel, and then what do you call that? Ankle pivot. So that's Quicksilver. And now Miss Scarlet Witch. Yeah, so let's just start with the height before I get into the good and bad about this figure. So she stands at 6, just a bit above 6 inches. It's hard to tell with her crown, but yeah, like 6 1/4 almost, I think. I don't know, you guys can see better than me. I'm up high here. Yeah, so I'll talk about the good things first, the things I like. I really love that head sculpt. That head sculpt is timeless. In 20 years, it'll still look amazing. If you guys remember the old Toy Biz one, that one back in the day was worth a lot of money and it was really hard to get. And now you look at it now and it's disgusting. But this is a work of art. So it redeems the figure, because the things I'm not happy with the clothes up here. I think this should be skin like the other one. Don't necessarily need skin down here, but at some point I'm gonna start customizing my figs, and when I do, if I can match that skin tone and paint this, paint this the same color as this, that would just make the figure unbelievable. But the head sculpt does redeem it, so I think, I don't know, as far as favorites and least favorites in this wave, I think I like them all the same, because they all have good qualities about them and really shitty things about them. Articulation. Her head, there's no movement in her head. Like, it will not even go left to right, let alone a 360. Won't go up and down. It's even hard to take off. I wanted to take it off to take her cape off. In fact, you know what? I should do that. See if I take the cape off for the articulation. Hang on. Okay, so the cape does come off, and I'm going to leave it on for articulation because you guys will probably pose her with the cape on. And as far as I can tell, the cape does not hinder articulation at all. So the shoulders go up that high. Single jointed elbow, which really sucks. I don't like that in the girls, but it is what it is. Wrists. Just go back and forth that much. I don't know, that's not an ab crunch. What do you call that? Like a chest crunch or whatever. I don't mind it on the girls. It's okay. Waist swivel would be nice, but at least we got that. And then it's got a thigh swivel, knees, double jointed knees. Not the best, won't touch her butt, but whatever. No calf swivel, and then it has the ankle pivot, which is always nice. So other than the color scheme, other things I don't like, this cape, it's not as bad as Magneto's, but these capes are way too thick. They could make this cape out of they could thin this down to like almost half and have probably still a really good cape and wouldn't be so heavy, because it kind of, at least with her, the cape braces her and it pushes her back a little bit, which is good because her head doesn't go up, so she's always looking down, so you got to move her body back. But I'm pretty happy with her. I like her. So now on to this motherfucker. And yes, he is a motherfucker because of that stupid heavy cape, which I really like the look of. He is incredibly hard to stand. And if the cape was just a little bit longer, it would prop him up, but it's not. And just like Scarlet Witch's cape, you could reduce that to half. right? But I think this is reused from one of the other figures. And the cape is, well, it does work. It's a little bit too big, and then it's way too heavy. And another problem with these heavy capes is that after a short amount of time, all the joints in the legs are gonna start to go, and the figure is absolutely useless unless you stiffen up joints. I still haven't gotten there yet. I'm sure there's a way to do it, but I don't know, man. Fuck, I don't know what to say about this figure. Let's start with the other head sculpt. There we go. So yeah, that's a terrifying looking head sculpt. Let me see if I can get the lights on here better. There. Yeah, I really like it. My paint app's a little screwed up in the, what's that, the right eye. I heard some guys complain about the teeth because the teeth aren't colored, and it kind of, you know, nobody has skin colored shades between their teeth or whatever, but I think it makes him look like a complete monster. It makes him look crazy. I was watching the Fwoosh review, and Buddy was complaining about how the helmet is high, and I did agree on his. It was high, and then he put some heat on the top of the head, removed it, and then lowered it, and it did look better. So I was going to do that to mine, but to be honest with you, mine looks fine. And if I was to lower this anymore, like if you see, I don't know if you could see, but right in there, the top, or the helmet here is like right on the edge of his brow. So if I was to lower it anymore, it'd kind of look weird. And some people were also complaining about, if you see in the head sculpt, you see how his chin goes beyond the helmet, and I mean, for me, that's not a deal breaker. Yeah, that's kind of a stupid, dumb move on Hasbro's part, but it's not a deal breaker. And the only thing I don't like about this figure is this stupid heavy cape that makes it impossible to stand. Because I do not like buying stands for my action figures. In fact, unless it's like something where it's like someone who flies and I can buy one of those NECA ones and stick it on the glass, that's the only time I put them in stands. And if they got to go on stands, I put them in the bin and forget about them. So yeah, I mean, that's, and yeah, when you pose them, you got to lean them so far forward that I don't know, it's a pain in the ass. I'll see how it goes with some toy photography, but all in all, I'm not too happy with them. So we'll do a comparison with the other Magneto. And this one here, like, this cape isn't too bad. Like, I mean, again, you can reduce the thickness of it, but you know, he stands really well. He's a good figure. He's just not the right colors. But other than that, he's not too bad. All in all, would I recommend you buy this set? I would. I'm happy with it. I really love her head sculpt. Quicksilver is a good representation, even though I don't care for the character. It's a good action figure. Magneto, other than his cape, he's a good figure. They really need to work on those heavy capes. So I think that's it for me. Hit like if you liked the video. If you didn't, I'm sorry. Hit subscribe if you can. That would really help me out. And thank you for watching.